Hey planners, it's Tay of Shantae Plans, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be sharing my 2022 vision board, and I am so excited for this because this is my first time ever doing a planner vision board. And also want to say a big thank you to Jessica of My Magical Planner. She was the one who invited me to be a part of this vision board collab. And so there's going to be a mix of just like Instagram posts and some of us who are doing YouTube videos. And so I'll have the YouTube videos linked in the description box. And then of course go on to Instagram and check out all of the boards because I think it's going to just be so amazing and inspiring just looking at everyone's vision boards. I personally can't wait to see them. And so I decided to do mine inside my planner, and I sat down and wrote out kind of what different types of categories I thought I might want to cover with this vision board. And this was really interesting for me because doing something like this for the first time, I think I kind of approached it very similar to the way that I approach my dashboard spreads, because I had this page at the beginning of the planner that had these boxes on it. And I was like, okay, well, I can sort of take each of the boxes and just sort of put one category of things that I want to kind of go over into each of the boxes. And that'll be an easy way to sort of like break this down. And so I put in a request for some custom scripts from Paper Trail Plans, which is where all of my scripts are from. And I just think they look so amazing. I was really happy with them. And I started by putting down that crosshatch washi. I have had that for so many years. I'm not even sure where I got that from anymore, so sorry about that. But then the foiled washi strips around it are from Sadie Stickers. And then the florals and images that I'm adding are from the collaboration collection that I did with the Sweet Planner, which it's a limited edition collab. So depending on when you're watching this video, this collab is available from January 3rd to February 4th. And so if you're interested in any of these stickers, and I love the theme of these stickers because they're very planner girl themed, and I was sitting down trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the vision board and how I wanted to decorate it. And I was like, oh my God, duh, the collab is literally so perfect because it's very like planner girl focused and officey, and it felt very goal oriented and totally went with the theme of a vision board, I guess, in my head. And so I decided to use that my collab collection for my vision board, and I think it came out so stinking cute. I cannot. And once I got the title section done, I moved down to the bottom. I kind of wanted to start by just giving myself a little bit of a base and a background to what I was doing, and then just sort of build out each of the boxes from there. So I started by using some of the washi strips from the dashboard kit, the thicker ones on the bottom, and then the thinner strips at the top. And I'm just cutting those because going across the length of them, I didn't need two full strips. So I just needed to cut it down so it would fit just across both boxes. And then I'm going to take, these are the washi trims from Paper Trail Plans. And I really love this design. I just think it's so beautiful, very ornate and fancy. And so I trimmed both the top and the bottom of the page with that really fancy washi trim from Paper Trail Plans. Just stacked that right on top of the washi strips and then trimmed down the edges so that it would be even with the edges of the page. And I just think it looks so pretty. So once I've got that done, I started moving into each of the individual boxes. And so this first box is my health box. And I gotta tell you, when I was thinking about the different categories, I had kind of boxed faith and spirituality into health, which is odd for me because I was surprised, or not surprised, but honestly, it was mostly just trying to think of this, and just I missed kind of the obvious because I was really surprised I didn't give myself just like faith as its own separate category, which it totally could have had its own box, but that's okay. I decided to pull it all together with health for like going over things I wanted to cover for both my spiritual health, mental health, physical health, all of that stuff. I just kind of covered under the health category for myself. And I have this script, the Faith Over Fear, which I really loved, but it's a little bit big in that space, and you're going to see me change it in just a bit, which is why I didn't kind of go over showing too much of me putting that down, because I'm going to lift it up and take it off in just a few moments. But moving over to this next box, this is the family box, and I love that bookshelf in this box. That bookshelf from the deco sheet is like one of my favorite things that we added to that deco sheet. I just thought it was just so adorable. And I don't know that a bookshelf necessarily has anything to do with family, but that kind of wasn't the point. It was just cute. And so I put it there, and I thought it decorated that space really beautifully. I'm using the brushstrokes from Miss and Meow underneath the scripts in both those first two boxes, and then just adding some of the deco. I love the way that little black bow looks next to the gold script. I think black always makes foil pop when it's next to it, and so I really loved that, and that's why I used the black bow next to the health word, and then the black sunglasses next to the word family. I just think it looks so pretty. Moving back into the health box, this is where I realized I had these really awesome scripts from Bella Rosa, and I decided I wanted to use those because it had a lot of different really great inspirational quotes on here, and I thought that would be something really uplifting and inspiring, especially for a vision board and wanting to keep myself motivated for the goals that I'm writing down and the things that I'm working towards, and just self-affirmations. And so I loved this one. It said, I am whole. And so I placed that into a scalloped box from Bloom Paper Studio. And then moving down into this box here, this is going to be my career section. And what I did was actually just added some florals in the corner of this box. That vine flourish is from Honey Inked. And then the little dot cluster is also from Honey Inked. And again, there I go with the little black bow next to the script word. I think I have either a bow or the sunglasses next to all of the words. And I can't remember if I did that like intentionally as I was planning it, but I think it comes back to the fact that for me, I really love black next to foil. It always feels like it just pops so well. And so that is why that kept happening. It's in that next box after career, I made that one my planning box. And that one I knew was going to be really interesting for me, just thinking about, because I had definitely been thinking about towards the end of the year what I wanted for my planning goals, because I love this hobby so much, and I spend so much of my free time engaged in this hobby and engaged in the planner community, and I definitely knew I had goals that I wanted to work towards for this year in regards to planning. So that one was very exciting for me as well. And then I had a just for me category, and this one was really interesting for me because I think that I felt like as I was thinking about the different categories and things I wanted to cover for sort of my vision of what I thought would be good for me for 2022, I was thinking about things that sort of kept me grounded, gave me home life balance, things that were uplifting, things that made me feel whole, things that made me feel like I had purpose. And I'll be honest, I think at some point during this process of doing this, I was, feeling a little bit insecure, wondering if I was doing this correctly, having never done one of these before, and then wanting it to be cute and wanting it to come together well. I get nervous anytime I do new things. So this whole process was a lot of fun, very different, very outside the box for me. And then I got a chance to start writing out everything I wanted for the different categories. And I was so glad I had room in the career section because I wanted to also include my word of the year. And for me, what I decided for my word of the year was the word push. And I really want to push myself out of my comfort zone, push myself towards things I'm afraid to go after, and not settle and not just stay comfortable, but really push myself to try new things. And I felt like that was really important to include in my vision board as sort of like, even with all of the other different categories and all of the little bullet points and details that I'd written out for my health, my family, career, planning, wanting to take vacations, to have some work-life balance, and then things I wanted to do just for myself, wanting to also make sure I put in my word of the year was important to me as well. So I was so glad that fit. And that's my vision board. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out the other videos linked in the description box. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I will see you next video. Bye.